That man being escorted right there, that's the mayor of Newark, New Jersey, Mayor Ras Baraka. I'm from Jersey. A lot of y'all know that. And I'm actually very close to Newark. Him and a few other congressional members were protesting ICE's, I should say, overwhelming presence and detention center that they built without the permission of the city of Newark. And the way they've been moving like secret police. And I implore you, I ask you, if you're not secret police, why do you need a mask? You don't need a mask during a pandemic. But if you notice something very interesting here, about ICE, law enforcement, they always have to wear a mask. I find that very interesting, right? And I want to add, Newark is one of the places where a U.S. citizen was detained, rounded up until a U.S. citizen that was a former member of the military, I should tell you, by the way. His small business was raided. He was detained until luckily, I think Mayor Ras Baraka and a few other people had to step in to let people know, I guess. He had to go through that embarrassing moment to prove that he was a U.S. citizen. Luckily, he got some due process there from what I remember, right? And mind you, elections matter, right? This is on the day after we just got another blackout at Newark Airport. The FAA had to kind of communicate on that end. And then you got Secretary of Transportation Duffy over there, Sean Duffy over there, who's still blaming things on Pete and the former administration. Right? Something that local and state officials can't really do anything about, but our federal government is more focused on meeting lofty immigration goals and moving like the secret police, right? But anyway, you guys always ask, what are Democrats doing? What are Democrats doing? That's what they're doing. They're out there fighting, even as mayor, local governments. I think Mayor Ras Baraka, who is also running for governor, I think if you asked him, he wanted to talk about immigration and have a decent conversation about immigration with him, I think like most sensible people would be willing to have a conversation. But when people wearing masks, rounding up people, tossing them back in vans, and you can tell they're just out there moving like, let's be honest, secret police, I think someone should have to speak up. So I'll give you an update on Ras Baraka if I have it later on today. I'm presuming that all of this is for show. He'll be detained and released shortly, just because they want to do this hotline then to let MAGA know, look, we're out here. No one's above the law. Bullshit.